Now, much as it did when it last hosted the BRICS Summit, this back in 2013 in Durban, South Africa has taken the opportunity to host this event to essentially bring members of the BRICS and leaders across Africa together in one place to discuss matters of mutual interest. A little earlier, I spoke to the spokesperson of the presidency to get a better sense of what South Africa specifically has gotten out of hosting the 10th BRICS Summit.
These institutions are set up and geared to assist African countries. I mean, just take the African Regional Center. That particular center looks at the financial project management capacity that we require to roll out infrastructure projects. We are always stronger when we work together, and South Africa, as well as other BRICS countries, believe in multilateralism. They believe in collaboration. Now, while countries may on an individual basis engage with any of the other BRICS countries, we do believe that, the work that we're doing around continental integration, creating a single African market, those all fit in, and we want Africa to be able to speak with one voice and trade as a bloc with BRICS. But I just want to mention the fact that a lot of the other BRICS countries, when I say other outside of South Africa, have indicated a willingness, in fact an appetite, to forge stronger links with the African continent. I know that Russia has actually come to the party to say that they would wish that they begin to build those stronger ties with the African Union, with our regional bodies. So it's work in progress, and I think the rest of the world is seeing Africa as a hot market, a place to be, a place to invest, and we're using our position as Africa as a gateway into the rest of the continent.
You mentioned the Continental Free Trade Area, but South Africa is not yet completely signed on to that.
We have signed. We're very happy that we signed. When we were at the AU Summit in Mauritania, President Ramah signed that agreement. The process now that we are waiting is ratification by our parliament. I think to date only about 6 countries across the continent have managed to get it ratified. But we are very happy that we have not only signaled our commitment to that agreement, but the President has actually put his signature on it.
All right, so would I be fair in saying that perhaps by the end of the year, South Africans can have that completely ratified, sorted out, done?
You would be fair. Whether it's feasible or not, I'm not sure. But you would be fair. No, it's a very important part of the economic policy that President Ramaphosa wants to pursue. He's spoken about regional integration. We're doing a lot of work within SADC just to ensure that whether it's through the customs union, whether it's through anything else, we begin to tighten those particular linkages. But also continental integration. I think you'll know that at the end of the year, President Ramaphosa will be hosting an investment conference, which he hopes will bring, businesses from across the globe.
That's the infrastructure conference in November.
It's an investment summit, which is scheduled for October. He announced it at the State of the Nation address this year. Right. But he said as a build-up, he wants to have a similar investment conference in Nairobi. He wants to have a similar investment conference in Lagos, in Accra, and elsewhere, where again, demonstrating this commitment to an African market and bringing intra-Africa trade, which I think we need to improve. I mean, the last statistics I had seen said there's only about 17%, I think, of intra-Africa trade when you look at in comparison to global trade.
Yeah, it's actually dismally low.
It is dismally low. So there's a lot of opportunity there. Before we even look, outside our own continent, there's a lot of opportunity that we need to exploit here.